Hello everyone. So finally I'm here for episode 20 of our knit along. I'm a little bit late, but I've been so busy. I'm outside on my porch because it's a wonderful evening here in Missouri. And anyway, for week 20, we are looking at a high of 84 degrees. That was pretty warm for May. Not terrible, but pretty warm. And that means that we are going to be looking at ripped jeans, which is this lovely light blue color right here. Not the minty fresh for the really hot temperatures, but this one. And I decided it would be really fun to go ahead and take a look at another pattern. So I charted out another pattern. And I just went ahead and made it 31 stitches across because that seemed to work. So we've been doing 32, but 31 will be nice. So we're going to take a look at our new chart and have a little fun with that, and hopefully not eat my hair with the wind. My goodness, I didn't anticipate that. And I need to find my lovely ripped jeans right there. Very, very nice, lovely light blue color. And of course I am using my Mian cotton, my lovely Mian cotton, and my size 3 needles because you know, that's what I decided to do for this blanket. So yeah, let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and cast on my 31 stitches off camera, and then we're gonna leap right into the pattern. So I'll see you in just a minute. Okie dokie, I have my 31 stitches cast on and ready to go. And we're going to be using this chart right here. I know it might look a little bit small on your screens, but I promise when I put these in the PDF, they will be very large. So we're going to slip the first stitch and then knit a stitch and then knit one through the back loop. So what that means is that when we come to stitch number 3, and now I'm there, slip the stitch, knit a stitch, we are going to knit one through the back loop. So instead of knitting through the front of the loop, we're going to knit through the back of the loop. And what this does is it changes the orientation of the knit stitch, so it tightens the stitch down just a little bit. This is a great way to make your ribbings just a little bit tighter without having to go down a needle size, because you can just do the twisted stitches instead. So do that. Then I'll do a yarn over, slip one, with the cast on edge. It's always a little trickier here. Hang on. Knit 2 together, pass the slip stitch over, yarn over, and then again that knit one through the back loop. So through the back of that stitch, just like this. Then we will purl 2 stitches, and then we are going to do a knit 3 together. So that means instead of just knitting 2 stitches together, we're going to come over here and go through all 3 of these stitches at the same time and knit all 3 stitches together, then do 1, 2. And the reason we're doing that is to offset our yarn overs. So we have 4 yarn overs here. So we have to get rid of 2 increases on one side and 2 increases on the other side in order to keep this balance. So now we're going to do yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. Oop, that's why I have the pin on it. No, no, no. There we go. Yarn over, knit 1. Where were we? Yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1, yarn over, knit 1. One more time. Don't worry about your cast on stretching out a little bit down there either. Let's see, so knit, actually 2. So I have to knit 2 here. Now I'm going to slip a stitch. Do that, knit 2 together. Uh-oh. Hang on. Slip that stitch. Knit 2 together. Pass the slip stitch over. Now purl 2 here. Now I did consider doing a slip, slip, slip knit. So slipping 3 stitches and then knitting them together, which you could do if you really wanted to. I just chose to go ahead and do a slip 1, knit 2 together, because it was just that little bit easier for me. I'm used to doing that one, so that's why I'm doing that. So we've done our 2 purl stitches, and now again we're going to knit 1 through the back loop. So again, not in the front of that stitch, but in the back of that stitch. Sorry, 1 yarn over, slip a stitch, do the knit 2 together, pass the slipped stitch over, yarn over, knit 1 through the back loop, and we'll finish off, oops, by not losing our stitch, by knitting 1 and 2. So there we go. I know it looks really funky. If you are working this chart and you want to, feel free to go ahead and purl 1 row and then begin working your chart, because that'll give you a little something to hold on to beyond just the cast on row, but that's completely up to you. Okay, now on the back side, we are going to be doing a twisted purl stitch as well. So I'm going to show you how to do that quick. So we'll slip our first stitch, purl our second stitch, and this time instead of going in the back of our stitch like normal, or the front of our stitch, I guess, the front of our stitch like normal, we're going to go in the back of our stitch, and we are going to twist that purl stitch. So same idea, we're still twisting it so that the base of that stitch gets twisted as we go along. Usually you see these twisted knit stitches. Hang on, I have an ant. Come back here, Mr. Ant. I just want to shoo you off my paperwork. Shoo! There we go. Usually you'll see these knit in the round because it's a little bit easier to do your knit through the back loops in the round and not have to deal with doing the knit through the back loop with the purl, but it's totally fine. All right, we're going to knit 1, 2, 3, and again we're going to purl through the back loop so that we twist it, and then looks like we will knit 2, because remember our purls are knits on the back, and then we're going to purl all the way across until we hit that knit 2 again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, that seems about right. There we go. And then we're going to knit 2 stitches. So that brings us back to here. And again, we're going to do that purl through the back loop. So we're going to set up to purl through the back of the stitch again, not through the front leg. Then we'll do 3 knit stitches. And again, we're going to do that purl through the back. And then we're going to do 2 regular purls. And there we go. That's row 1 and row 2 done. And all of the other rows are pretty much the same. I mean, you'll have a few rest stitches on these bars, but what this is going to do is it's going to give us this nice little lace section. That's why I went ahead and made it 31 stitches instead of 32 stitches, because we're going to gain a little bit of width just from the nature of the yarn interacting with holes, basically, because that's what lace is. It's holes. It's holes in fabric that make a pretty picture or a pretty pattern of some sort. Anyway, so I'm going to keep working on this. Hopefully you were able to see my important stitches, which of course are my knit through the back loop and the purl through the back loop, as well as that knit 3 together. If you have further questions, you can always drop a note in the comments, but I'm going to go ahead and knit this up, and then I will be back with my finished square. So see you in a little bit. Hello, so I'm back, and clearly it's another day, but I did go ahead and get my, let's see, week 20, I think, square all done. Now, if you'll notice, yes, there is a little bit of a draw in down here at the bottom, and we will have to block that out some. That is the nature of this kind of pattern, where you have the decreases offset from where the increases are, so that will pull your fabric up and down depending on whether it's the increase or the decrease. But it causes something like this. But hey, doesn't this look good? It did take me 3 full repeats plus like another, I'm trying to think, 6 rows maybe, or 8 rows, might have been 8 rows, in order to make my square a square. So I do need to take some notes on that so that I have that in the PDF as well. But yeah, so there we go. This is the square that I finished. Again, I think it's for week 20. Can you believe it? That's like a lot of weeks already. Or was it week 19? Doesn't matter. Whatever this video says on the title, that's what it is. And yeah, I think it looks super cute. And I have fun things planned for the next square, so stay tuned for my next video. I am trying to make sure that I get them done. I'm sorry that they're running a little bit behind, but I am actually I'm vending and I'm doing a bunch of stuff in June. So yeah, it's a super busy month. Anyway, please remember to like this video, subscribe, make sure that you are following us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I am trying to remember to put up more videos everywhere we go, and photos and things of that nature. So anyway, I will see you guys for the next knit-along video, as well as all the other fun videos that I put up. So bye, take care of yourself.